want to make a little video. It's about New York City, but I'm going to say our first socialist president was President Biden when he told illegal migrants to rush the borders. That was all the plan to flood these basically northern socialist mayors with migrants. It's part of a replacement program. Chicago, New York, Boston, excuse me, even Denver. Of course, Minnesota's been there a while, many years with the Smalleyans. But this Madami, who ran for and won the mayorship of New York City, proposed all this new stuff. Now is trying to figure out a way to pay for it through taxes, real estate taxes, the pension rainy day fund, and they had a what we know he's talking about free market, free shopping. I saw online that it was chaotic, no kind of system of organization. One person was saying, well, they should have had where you email and they give you a number, and you know to show up that day. I say even it should be in alphabetical order. Say Monday is A through G. You bring your ID, and you can only get one handbag of food. And it's just a somebody was saying they're right. It's a food pantry. That's all it is. It's a food pantry, but they're labeling it as something else, and somebody's getting a lot of money for the city to open this food pantry. If they make if they sell say $1,000 worth of food a day, I can bet you that person is getting like $50,000 from the city. Now he's talking about spending another $1.9 billion on migrants, immigrants, when former Mayor Adams, which was a disaster, spent what they say, what he says, $12 billion. I think it was more like maybe 5 billion. Where did the other $1 billion go? I don't know. The guy should be still facing federal charges, in my opinion, my little opinion. But this socialism that is going on, and like I say, Chicago, Boston, um, places like now in Baltimore, where you have a socialist governor and Governor Moore, and now you have a socialist governor in Virginia who comes down and poses like 50 new taxes. She's gonna take away people. Well, in theory, gonna take away people's gun rights, which is not her right to give. That's a God-given right to be able to protect yourself. Their 2A rights. It's basically stripping people of their 2A rights. I mean, this thing is going starting in the north and heading south. These people are socialists. Forget about, and I should be not even saying extreme liberalism. It's socialist. This is what you see in Cuba. No disrespect to Cuba. All this free stuff, spending on people who don't get back into community. Now I'm a Black American. I represent Black America, Foundation of Black American. Well, I'm realistic. If you have people who've been in the country 20, 30, 40 years, there should be a pathway for them to they're already assimilating into the culture. I mean, they pay taxes. This is what I think DACA was trying to do. But President Biden just threw a sledgehammer at that with rush the borders. Now you have people pouring into the country and you don't know their background. Look, people that say we're free citizens, we can go anywhere. It's bullcrap. I now want to go, I don't know, I want to go to Vietnam. I want to travel to Vietnam. Never been. Only time I've ever been out of the country was I was in the military. You didn't need a passport. You had your military ID. I went to I don't know, Germany, Korea, Iraq. You didn't need no freaking passport. But now I got to go get a passport to go to wherever I want to go to outside the United States, any place out the United States and territories of the United States. But that's fair. That's what it should be. People should come in here the right way. The people that come in here the right way feel slated because they actually paid the money and the time to come into the right way. I don't get too much on that because that's you know. But this socialism, I think, is going. I'm not. I didn't vote for Kamala Harris. I didn't vote for Madami. I'm in the South, but I actually probably still can't vote in New York City because I have what they call dual citizen residency. I think for the most part, but I'm not. Only person I voted against was this Sheriff McFarden, who is another socialist type of guy. But anyway, that's my little shtick and spill on this. We got a election coming up, midterm. Doesn't matter to anybody, not no big deal. But I'm not gonna vote. There's nobody to vote. But it's like the governor of Spanberg, I think, of Virginia. She was a middle of the road Democrat, and she gets in there and she just did a total 190 or 180 on everything that she promised. Now Virginians, sorry, are like, what the heck is going on? They would have tried to do a recall on her. I don't know if that's possible. Look at the mayor in Chicago, Johnson. This guy says policing is a sickness, but has like 100 police guarding him and his family. There are some bad policing in there. There are some bad, very bad policing going on. But to give them all law enforcement, I think that's pressing it when you depend on them for you and your family's security. Anyway, that's my little take. It's been over 7 minutes, much longer than I should have went. Anyway, stay up, stay armed, outie.